Hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Premonition. We're Little York right here with a secret card right behind us. It's Zach's mom. It's Valentine. Alright, we defeated George last time, then passed out after the immense struggle. And I think this might be the last time we're going to be talking with the people.
You will also be able to return back soon.
Yeah, with the people in the red room.
Very soon, you'll be able to go back to where you came from.
Of course, we know what they mean, though York himself might not. Anna, once again, not having a whole lot to say. I'm not sure actually how much York knows of his situation and his reality before Zach has his epiphany. Well, Becky's having a good old time. She's a lot happier in death than we saw her in life. Everyone's laughing. Everyone's drank a whole lot of coffee. It's like is up on caffeine and feeling good. Even Carol, though Carol's laugh does not echo. Everyone else's laugh echoed, but hers did not.
You also need to have more fun. I'll play with you a little if you like.
Thomas does have something to say. No laughing here. Thomas thinks we need to laugh a bit more. With the job that York has, it's a very serious job. It's hard to find the humor in it, I guess.
Expect no praise. You did nothing but your duty.
And, dear old Dad, thinking that, I mean, if you did what you were supposed to do, why would you need to be praised for that? You only did what you were supposed to.
Francis, well done. I'm sure your father wants to congratulate you.
But Mom was a bit more generous with the praise.
I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to go with your parents yet. There is still something you need to do. Open that envelope.
Well, Emily's here, but why would she be here?
There is still something you need to do. Open that envelope.
Harry, though, I mean, I guess you would only recognize Harry by the neck things, since he has his mask off and is standing and his voice is not modulated. Nope, I know. Something I need to do. Just wanted to try to talk to Emily before I do that. Emily, who is holding a Kaysen doll. I pressed E to accept. What did I accept?
Agent York, finally you're awake.
How long have I been out?
A whole day, plus 10 hours or so. I wanted to challenge you to a game, but you were asleep.
Emily. Which room is Emily in?
Emily? What, she hurt too? She hasn't come into the hospital.
What? I told Kaysen to bring her here.
Kaysen? Well, Kaysen came. I mean, he's the one who brought you here. Which reminds me. He asked me to give you this.
What is it?
I don't know. He just asked me to hand it to you after you woke up. Anyway, you solved the case, right? Hey, do you want to play some chess?
Sorry. I'll have to take a rain check. I have an urgent issue I need to attend to, and I need to leave the hospital. Zach, I have a bad feeling about this.
Usha was really hoping he would finally have an opponent for chess, but we're still not done yet. And as you saw, we are finishing out this playthrough wearing the best of the DLC suits, the Happy Songkran suit. Sure, let's save. Alright. Got the key. And this would be the key to George's house, and got map. It's a pretty awful map. Let's take a look at that map. The key that was in the envelope from Kaysen wants me to use it in the place on the map. The map that is in the envelope from Kaysen, the same mark is on the ... So it says hospital, and then George Star. I don't know what that second word in the middle is, but he's pretty clearly telling us to go to George's house. And it is raining now, even though it is not midnight yet, because now that we are in the end game here, there will be monsters popping up to get in our way.
Zach, I'm getting a really bad feeling about all this. I truly believe George was the murderer that we were after, but killing him, of course, does not solve all the murders related to the Red Seeds. I do not know if what Harry said is true at all, but the answer to the mystery of those Red Seeds is here in this town. I'm sure of that.
Yes, and we will ignore...
As an FBI agent, I left Emily alone as I slept through an entire day. Zach, I need you to pray with me. Pray that things have not gone too far.
We will ignore the giant dog.
Please go to the location written in Kaysen's letter.
And that giant dog, too. They will be popping up now to come after us. We could try ramming them with the car, but I don't remember that doing a whole lot. I mean, I don't think they could actually do any damage to us right now, because we're in a story part. I don't think we can actually be damaged. But if you had never actually stayed out after midnight, this would be the first time you would be seeing these dogs. That's entirely possible, to play the whole game without actually staying after midnight. If you followed the story path, there never would have been a reason to do that. I think I got dogged. Dog ramming me, I believe is what happened there. Okay, music just abruptly stopped. I guess we're okay. Might as well take the direct path. Then again, there's a hill right there, so maybe I can't just drive right through that. We know George can head into the woods, but I'm not so good at that. Close enough. Oh no, I can't get out of the car. Gotta make it to the checkpoint. Can't go on foot.
George's house?
It is one of the few places we haven't actually been able to explore throughout the game, so it seems reasonable. Once you figure out that George is the killer, you'd want to come here. And what happened to our beard? At least our swarm of flies are still with us. They weren't there for a second, but they're back now. I was a little bit worried we might have to do the final battle on our own without our friends.
This is most strange, Zack. I thought this story was all over. But it looks like there's something else before we get to see the ending.
Of course, George has a payphone in his house next to his wall phone. Look, you never know when you might have a guest who wants to use the phone. And you don't want them to be a freeloader. You want them to pay their toll, so you have them use the payphone. It's completely reasonable. And you might as well put it in as evidence. It's good to have some physical evidence for George being the killer, as opposed to, say, Magic Red Seeds did it. Oh, our beard's here. Good, our beard is back. We probably want to get as much physical evidence as we can, because like I said previously, I don't really know how York intends to write this report. We might as well just pick up as much mundane material as we can. Filthy mattress. Just nothing like a bare, filthy mattress to lay your head down after a hard day on the job and sacrificing women. This is the King Castle. Why this need to display power? Something I will never understand. What? What are we looking at? I don't know. I don't know what we're looking at. I don't know why York just said that. There's nothing wrong with living like a Spartan lifestyle, but you know you want to keep it clean. Did someone really cook in this kitchen? The health officers would turn pale if they saw that. And I guess this would be the bathroom where George would trim his manly stash. And put a playing card of a stuffed deer in the toilet. I don't know if that represents his love or hate of the deer. It's hard to say. Probably, you know, you don't need to try to get in there. We're only in the killer's house. We don't need to get in everywhere, you know. It's not necessary. York has his intuition, which tells him where he needs to go. Nothing here, I see. Oh, right, there is another door like this, isn't there? It's this one. That's right. The prison is not the only... The jail is not the only one that has a push door like this. Though this one is inconspicuous in that it looks like a wall, as opposed to the one in the jail, which is clearly a door.
Zach, it looks like George really had a thing for Emily.
Well, we knew that. We didn't know he had a shrine to her down in his murder basement, in which the walls are covered with words. Still can't read what those say. But he wrote a lot of words down on his walls. I guess the flies don't seem out of place in this basement. Okay, so this is George's true bed. This is where he actually sleeps. I mean, if you want to be a strong macho man, you don't want a comfortable bed. You gotta, like, lie down on planks of wood surrounded by metal cable. It's the only true manly way to sleep, you understand. Yeah, maybe we won't show this to Emily. Do some peeking. I haven't really done much peeking in this playthrough. Peeking hasn't been really a big part of it. Alright, there's someone sitting there. Of course, George did say that his mother was very ill, and that he had to stay home to take care of her sometimes.
Meeting the mother is always a bad experience after killing the son. Zach, look. That wasn't a reversed peace mark. It's a tree. Tree. Kaysen. Forrest Kaysen. He's the one. Emily.
York was very, not surprised at all when he walked in and saw George's mother like that. He would not have seen a desiccated corpse filled with red trees before, but he didn't seem to be all that surprised at the sight of it. And now we see that Kaysen was the one that George got the locket from. I'm still not really sure what the importance of the locket is. I never really got that. That never was really clear to me of why the locket was important. But we have now found out that Kaysen gave it to George. for whatever that might represent. George did say that only the chosen one could have the locket. I still don't get what the importance is. I don't think the locket is of any importance in reality, but York certainly did spend a lot of time wanting to try to find that, believing it was the key to the case. And when he found it, he said he knew who the killer was. I still don't really know why, though. Sure, let's see what happened previously.
Previously during
Like the last couple of minutes.
Welcome to Greenvale. Agent Francis York Morgan.
You're out of your mind. The goddess won't smile for you anymore, George. Emily. Which room is Emily in? That wasn't a reversed peace mark. Red tree.
Zach, I need you to pray with me. Pray that things have not gone too...
Was that tree blocking the sign? I don't think that was there in the original game. I think you got a clear look at that sign in the original. But it's been a long time. That tree looked like it was blocking the sign, though.
There! Over there!
So this was a really cool thing the first time you play the game. Because, of course, you would never expect that you would control the Raincoat Killer. So it is. I thought this was like a really cool moment when you first realize what it is you're doing, but the bell is ringing. We can't hang around. And we have to head that way. We do have a time limit. Might as well kill some people just to make it true to history. They did say the Raincoat Killer killed a bunch of people. Can I not go through here? I don't... Doesn't look like I can break that. Oh, yeah. Wooden... This is just wood right here. Don't forget my, my Raincoat Killer honor. Unfortunately, you don't get to actually axe young Harry during this scene. Would have been neat if we got to do that ourselves. Recreate that little bit of Harry's history lesson. What's going on there? Someone just sitting in some fire. Well, I'll just leave them to their fire. They seem to be not hurting anyone. Heard some vines go up. Yep, right behind us. So on this night, Harry did tell us that he heard the bell sound 13 times. So we are trying to get to the clock tower before it finishes chiming. Greenville residents mad, angry, they must smash. But as we've seen, it's not really a big problem. Hello. And that's all there is to that. I guess we could fight them, but I mean, you don't really have to when you have a lengthy time limit, so you could do either way is fine, I guess. Is Harry around here, by the way? I don't think he is. We should be able to axe him, though.
Daddy, Mommy, and Grandpa. Everyone's acting strange.
It's okay.
Zach, the situation has gone way out of control. We need to get inside the theater. Yeah, let's say we're going to save. And actually, let's say that we're going to save and we'll come back next time as we go into the theater and we confront Forrest Kaysen. And, well, you know what Kaysen does. You know how this goes. It's time for the final boss fight, and it's time to see if, well, I can't think of how to finish that sentence because we already know how the game turns out. I'm assuming everyone watching knows how the game turns out, so we don't have to say, will something happen? Because we know what's going to happen. It's going to happen next time as we fight the final battle, as we face Forrest Kaysen and his giant forms, as he will do things and we will shoot him and he will die. That's how that goes. Assume he dies. It's kind of hard to tell if he dies. It kind of leaves it up in the air because what is living and dying to Forrest Kaysen? It's hard to tell. It's hard to say. One thing I would say is that little revelation of him being one of the military men on the tower, not much of a revelation if you notice the red tree sapling during Harry's cutscene, but that's an easy thing to miss, actually, because when you watch that cutscene, I think a lot of people are looking at the military men and the machine that's producing the fog, and maybe it's easy to just not notice the red sapling that is off to the side. So it's kind of easy to not see that, and then here you find out, oh no, that actually was Kaysen on there. But maybe not much of a surprise if you did notice that red sapling. So just like a little hint that some people might see and some people might not. Anyway, back next time as we finish up the investigation in Greenvale. I'll see you then.